wanna do a podcast? We make a darn good team. It always goes without a hitch. Let's head to Twitch and go start up the stream. Do you wanna do a podcast? It's the Nerd Glasses Podcast. Let's start now. Hi everyone and welcome to the Nerd Glasses Podcast.
Come? Alright, I'll do my own bit for myself.
Oh wait, no silence.
We're doing it. Get off the road.
Hey everyone, Boater here. I am in Tampa this week, so I cannot be there, unfortunately, but I know that Dave and the crew have got it locked down. Shout out Steve, and if it seems weird how this video is fit in, then it's Steve's fault. Anyway, Summit last week was absolutely amazing, and I'm gonna let Dave tell you about most of it, but I wanted to say really quick what really impacted me during the Summit was two things. Like a lot of things are stuff that I knew about because of having been fundraising for the last 7 years. But two things caught me off guard, and one of them is hearing from people who are no longer patients. I'm used to seeing images of patients and thinking about how St. Jude makes life better for them while they're at the hospital. But for some reason, I didn't even stop to think about how impactful the work is on them so that they no longer have to identify as St. Jude patients. They can be people with full lives. We heard from someone who was 3 years past her treatment at the hospital, and that was really impactful. And then just seeing video of more people like as full adults with lives, and that was just really caught me off guard. That's kind of when the tears started. The other thing was just how appreciative everyone at St. Jude is for what we do. When I stop and think about it, it's like, oh, well, I just play video games and I get people to donate. I've raised, like $5,500, which is not a small amount, but then you look at some of the stuff being spent and it's not a lot. It's I do what I can. Every little bit counts, but it's like I just play games and get people to donate. But when the staff kind of looks out and appreciation is so evident whenever talking to them for anybody participating in that, whether that's the streamers or the audience members, was just really wonderful to see. And then again, when I mentioned that, the former patient that we had the chance to talk with, when she looked out at the sea of all of us in our purple Twitch hoodies and said, "Thank you. If not for you and what people like you are doing, I wouldn't be here today." My first reaction was denial. I'm like, no. It was a very humbling experience. It was, I mean, when they're gassing us up like that, for me to say humbling is weird, but it's, what is done there is amazing, and I am so very excited to be a part of it. It was a wonderful time, and I really hope that I'm invited back again in the future. But anyway, I will let Dave take it from here. Thank you, Dave, and of course, everybody at St. Jude who makes the summit happen. Thank you to all the streamers that we met. It was a blast meeting each and every one of you. So, Dave, it's on you now.
All right, we're here now.
Welcome everyone to the Nerd Glasses Podcast, where nothing is as it should be and everything is in its place.
Oh.
I'm Dave Mann, and it is my distinctive pleasure to welcome you guys to a very odd episode of Nerd Glasses, because not only is Boater not here in studio, Steve is not here in studio, and neither is Boater. Boater and Steve aren't here today. That's the gist of that general thing. But I did find two wonderful folks who, if you haven't met yet, you're not paying attention to the wonderful work that's done by the communities around us. For those of you that don't know, he has appeared on many Weekend Wednesdays over many years and is a fellow Team Caladrius member, LoveAlec, Twitch.tv's own. Make sure to follow. And appearing for the first time on Insane Games TV, a member of Team Caladrius, a Rafe Wolfian, should I say, addition to the group, and a welcome friend, Brewnerd, but you can call him Brew. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for inviting. Yeah.
Typically, this is where we start with a joke, but you know, we have so much jovial stuff going on because it's the most wonderful time of the year. No, not shopping holidays and not the day where Dan finally lets us all eat at the studio. No. It's Play Live time. It's where we play for more than bragging rights, like the shirts and things like that. And so many of us yell, "What's up, Steve? Welcome, my friend. I hope you are enjoying your timesies, offsies. And welcome to both LoveAlec, Rafe Wolf, and Brewnerd in chat. Thank you very much, guys, for spamming the emotes. They get it. They get it. A full chat really, really does the thing. So as Boder said, both him and I went to the St. Jude's Play Live kickoff summit, where Boder and I very clearly mugged people for tickets, and that's why we were able to go.
So that's how you got it. All right.
Yes, that's
now
exactly,
I know for next year.
You just got to wait for some other schmo to be like, I got invited to the summit, and be like, where are you streaming from? Like,
I don't know, Steve. Why?
But more of I'll yammer more about that on the Weekend Wednesday tomorrow, because it's an art stream, which means there's going to be nothing but time for talking community and camaraderie. And I really hope you folks are able to join us, because it will be the first official fundraising Play Live stream on Insane Games TV. Today, it's neutral ground because there are at least 5 different invested parties. And I figured instead of awkwardly shoehorning a ton of links, we'll just call it a draw and share each other's stuff later. So, folks, we usually start the stream with someone who's been banned on Twitch. And I just want to claim that there was someone at the summit who streamed something IRL that we were really hoping he wouldn't be the person we talk about getting banned. And thankfully, this week, Taco, you didn't get banned off of Twitch. Way to go, brother. But seriously, close one.
Oh, God.
Also, I won't lie to you guys. Last week when we were at Go Play With Your Food, I talked about 3 games that are coming out recently, and there were 3 games that I was really excited about. And this week I looked at the games that were coming out recently, and I thought, I can't even half-heartedly endorse these. So instead of wasting your time with it, we'll just say games are still coming out. It's not 2021 again, don't worry. But to each their own, and for each their clickings. Buy Jedi Survive. It's great. Resi 4, if you haven't gotten that one yet. Death Stranding is still out there.
There's actually a bigger sale on Steam right now, actually, for any Star Wars games for May the 4th. So any sort of thing you'd maybe interested in is at least 50% off. So you want to get your nerd on? Hey, well, at least you got that.
Well, I'll have to get Pod Racer.
Yes! The only good game! That's not true. I watched Steve on the Shack play, and here at the store, play through a lot of the most recent Jedi installment. And damn, I'm really glad he played it so I didn't have to, but then it made it really tough for every time I've been in the store to not hold up copies of Jedi Survivor and be like, I know how the other game goes, and I could just get it, and it would be fine, and it would be great. And then I think about, I have bills to pay, and I've taken a lot of time off this month for a lot of things, and so, no.
No, I can't.
Griff Kuba, I was pushing it, wasn't I? Oh, nice! Some excellent news, and you know what, though? I do appreciate the fact that when we go live for Nerd Glasses is usually when people share a tonnage of excellent stories. It is, but you know what? That's incredible, and I appreciate you folks, because this is a talking head show that's been going on YouTube, on Facebook, on Mixer. off your hat, Alec, and show a little respect. Jeez. But it's not on Kick, and I don't think we'll ever be on Kick.
Doubt it.
Although this is the first week where I remembered that Kick was a platform, so dingo.
Hey, all right.
We will do a quick little transition talking about Rafe Wolf sharing the Sunni Empire Warzone team, the best esports team in the game currently. Just saying, if you don't choose an esports team and then you pick one that's not Sunni Empire, you've chosen the worst one. I'm just letting you know.
Exactly.
They came in second this season. They had an amazing showing at the live finals, and the arena was nuts for watching down to the wire plays, which is incredible. Bravo to the team. Great job making it to the finals, guys, because God knows, Call of Duty especially, competitive. There are people out there that are absurdly good, and there are people out there that are, me and Boater. There are people out there, teams out there that are me and Boater, and we're not good. We're not good at Warzone.
You're better than me. At least you get a kill every now and again, unlike me. I will never be a first-person shooter player, ever.
I mean, as long as it's Fortnite, I can try it. But just the
Hell yeah, man!
But just the no build.
Nope. I am still at the bottom of the.
So, I can't lie. I'm very excited to have both of these folks on because Boater and I started our St. Jude's team in. Both of my fact people aren't here. 2018, 2017. Technically, we first teamed up, yada yada, and then it went from DM314 and Boaterbug to DM314, Boaterbug, and Rafe Wolf and Ariella Dragonsbane, and then it opened up, and we invited more folks, and we have now Team Caladrius, which I can't give you the lore properly, but I do highly recommend you look up Team Caladrius, first of all, because we are crushing it in the fundraising game. Let me quickly pull up the numeros that we are a-doing for the Play Live, because, folks, if you haven't been aware, if you just joined the stream, it's Play Live time, people. Roll up your sleeves, take out $5, and watch a streamer make an absolute clown of themselves, and all for fighting cancer.
Yeah. So let's see.
Let me ask you first, Brewnerd, what do you stream? What's your your favorite game to stream? What's your least favorite part of streaming lately?
I'd say probably games like Dead by Daylight or Phasmophobia are my favorite games to stream.
Yes.
My least favorite part about streaming lately is I'm still kind of learning the whole gist of how to stream and how to stream well and how to get my name out there. So it's been kind of stressful at times, but it's a lot of fun when I have people engaged.
Mm-hmm. It's
Well, as somebody that lurks on your programs and things like that, I can tell you, please keep streaming. Please do. It's excellent. And now, you know what? It's not a Play Live branded thing. I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?
Let's see. Okay, we went to the same. Good for us. What? I'm not quoting back.
You're not supposed to quote back. You're supposed to answer the question. Who the hell are you?
Nobody. Don't worry
Nobody?
about it. I'm not doing nothing.
Well, this nobody has already raised.
No, let's talk about what you've raised. You've actually gotten quite a bit more than me, good sir.
You know what? We're telling the story now.
doing
Okay?
it.
Every single dollar raised for Play Live. I raised more than $1 this year. Every single stream that I do from now on, even if nobody watches them, they're all bought and paid for, because that is a whole buckaroo that we have raised to tell childhood cancer where to stick it. And that's the whole goal of the thing.
Wow.
Raised money amounts are great, but as the biggest guy in the room, Dr. Lupo, screamed at everybody, he literally goes, at one point, of course, so everyone, most people in the room knew who he was. There were some people that didn't, and it was a little bit funny because some people were like avoiding him, and people who didn't know who he was were like, so sad guy. Like,
It's like, why are we scared?
but he got up on stage and he talked about, he goes, guys, I sat at breakfast with everybody in the same room, and nobody talked to me this morning. What do I smell or something? He's like, seriously, we're all raising money for St. Jude Children's Hospital. And I seriously implore you guys, if someone's using the hashtag St. Jude's Play Live, Play Live Ambassador, all these other hashtags and things, chat with them. I guarantee you have more in common with them than you're aware. Rafe Wolf, listen to this get. We're going to hopscotch around the things for this 60 minutes, and it's going to be a blast. I'm going to bank that incentive because we're going to talk about our favorite incentives that we are raising a little bit later in the program. But one of us at this table is offering something quite life-changing.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And I cannot wait to talk about that. But seriously, it does not matter how much you raise. It does not matter how little you raise. The fact is, you folks are out there, and the two of you especially, and me. Where's a mirror? Here, really just... we are out there raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, fighting childhood cancer, and doing the good work. It literally does not matter if you have 1 million views, if you raise $1 billion. If you raise $1 billion, that's a big deal. But if you don't, like...
If I suddenly got $1 billion, I'd have a lot of questions, and I might pass out. But we'll get there.
Yeah.
You know very well that if someone donates $1 billion, it's because it's from cryptocurrency. The crypto bros have truly opened their hearts and their wallets and are dumping their very valuable cryptocurrency for a very good cause. Which, by the way, did you guys know with Tiltify, you can use credit cards, all major things. You can use PayPal. And if you are someone who has cryptocurrency and now you think, I don't need this and I'm not proud of it, you can donate it and hide your shame, hide your crypto, give it to a good cause.
We were actually talking about that at work today.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, now you can watch your stream, and you can watch your amount go up and down depending on how much crypto's going up and down.
Oh no!
I'm like, that is the best thing I've ever heard.
That is awesome.
Oh my god.
Rayful, I also want you all to know that the latest patch of WoW just dropped, and I'm paying more attention to this right now because the St. Jude's initiative is that important. I don't think you folks understand the gravitas of Rafe Wolf taking a knee on a WoW patch for this. There were people, by the way, at the Play Live Summit who were like, yeah, I stream WoW. And I go, oh, have you heard of Rafe Wolf? And they kind of gave me a face. And then I went, that's right. That's not her in-universe name. And I pulled up her page and I showed the different tags and things. People were like, oh yeah, I did a raid with their group or whatever, this and that and the other. And I was like, hell yeah. I was like, you make sure you say to Rafe, hey, I met your pain in the ass brother and his friend. I have every doubt that they actually did that, but it was a blast. So Team Caladrius, by the way, Alec, you had the number.
I did. I still do.
It's literally Brew, what day is it?
Today is the 2nd.
Today is
The 2nd of May. So typically fundraising and the big initiatives and things occur during the month of May. How much has Team Caladrius raised as of now, already on the 2nd day of May?
As of today, the 2nd day of May, with the month left to go, we've already raised $1,187 as a team.
Hell yeah! This is amazing. And we haven't even gotten to the meat of a lot of our program.
No.
Like,
we had the one big event last night, which was amazing, by the way.
well,
And then,
no, not just the one big event. You and I did a collaborative stream.
Yes.
It was Boder who really kicked it off in a big way.
Right, he did the
with
12-hour.
The 12-hour stream where he absolutely did me a favor and played through Okami because I haven't owned that game or played it yet. And I was super stoked about it. So bravo, Boater. And then did a 12-hour stream, and the next day did brunch with Boater. It was incredible. Me and Mike were admiring the tenacity, the work, the gravitas. I've been talking a lot, so I'm going to have a gar beverage of mine own. Did you not bring him water?
I did. It's right over there.
You can have waters on the table. It just means that they have to eventually sponsor us for all the beverage thing that we're advertising. Liquid Death, Aquafina.
This is just very tall, so I usually don't keep it on the set. Yeah, just ice water.
Demon Dragon knows. Beautiful game. Highly recommend. I'm just really glad that I didn't have to play it because it looks complicated. There's motion controls, and then there's not motion controls, and then there's a doggo, and you can't pet the doggo.
Hey, you need to be able to pet the dog in a game. Whatever game it is, if there's a cat or a dog, you need to be able to pet it.
I think you could even pet the dog in Fable.
Don't drink the gross orange seltzer. Is that one orange?
It's so during the Dreamers Mario Kart League, Steve and I have a small gimmick where we buy various beverages.
Yeah.
And I pretend that they're actually sponsoring us. So like that hat, which I won't say the name of the beverage of, Liquid Death. But one of them was oh my God, I don't remember the actual name of the company because I call it Bublé after Michael Bublé. But it's bubbly, isn't it? Or something?
Yeah, bubbly.
Oh, yeah.
So I had those, and Rafe came to the studio and was really cool to see her. And she had one of them. I was expecting it to not be orange gross seltzer water.
Oh my God.
Some of those flavors can be really intense. It's surprising for a seltzer.
They really were. Like, it was wicked weird.
I played it on the PS2. There wasn't motion controls. If you played it on the Wii version, it has the motion controls. I thought it would be a lovely orange cream soda. You tried. It
What
was
up, Vladdy?
nasty seltzer. So TV static. Orange TV static.
Yes.
Got it.
By the way, this is how the duration of the program is going because there's actually really only a few news things, but I'm just stoked to be sharing the time with everybody and pimping what we're doing. So, what are you doing for St. Jude's Play Live? What's the highlight of your Play Live season so far, and what's been the toughest thing about streaming lately?
Honestly, the toughest thing has been making a proper schedule with all the crazy stuff going on in life. It's the when am I going to have time for this? When am I going to have time for the collabs? Like last night, LoveAlec and DAM 314, we did a fantastic collab where every $50 raised forced us to get up from our setup and switch to the other person's setup. And we ended up doing a back and forth before the night was up. But the total for my end of things was $165 on May 1st. And I know you got a lot on the other end of things too.
I was gracious and grateful that $65 were donated. No, $75 because Vladdy cheekily snuck in $10 at the last minute to try to incentivize someone else to have a Switch right before 11 o'clock. But the rallying cry had occurred, and folks folks of England were abed at that point. But thank you to everyone who participated in that.
Amazing.
It was the most fun I've had driving between my own apartment and Alec's house.
It was phenomenal, honestly. Oh, and this guy left me in the ghost because we were playing fast. He left me in the ghost room. So the goal was to hide in the house and hopefully not be dead by the time he got back. He hid in the ghost room.
Unbeknownst, like we started the hunt, and it was literally like, I literally asked Alec, I was like, what equipment would you like me to bring? And Alec goes, a candle. And I go, great, a candle and nothing else. And walked straight into the house, picked a room, crouched, and then got up from my computer and walked out of the house.
I left you at least a lighter with your candle.
Yeah, I didn't use it.
I know you didn't. But yeah, as soon as I got to Dave's setup, one, Savannah got very mad that I tried to move her from the chair, and two, I watched myself get murked immediately.
It was... So, by the way, of the two times that we left ourselves alone in the house and this, that, and the other, neither of us perished until after
up.
someone else in the party had already died.
Yep.
People who were actively playing and not AFK.
It was fantastic.
I love it.
this and so many other things going on. I won't lie. One of the things I am really looking forward to is the thing I'm actually dreading the most. The 22nd, you folks last year blew the doors off, even though I spent well over a week away from stream in Play Live, and I really appreciate everyone supporting me over the years. But you donated, and we're going to play...
Oh, here he goes. He's regretting some life choices right now.
We're gonna play 12 hours. Oh! We're gonna be here live in the Insane Games studio. Myself and that gold-hearted giant, Leggett Reaper, are going to be playing. Alec, can you say the name of the game?
No. You got to do it.
But I don't want to say it.
Listen, this was your idea.
It was not my idea.
Fine,
it was their idea.
It was Leggett Reaper's idea.
It was more than it was Leggett's idea.
Leggett,
and then
Nightwing.
everybody else donated for it, and now we have to do it. 12 hours.
Come on, you could do it.
Of Dynasty Warriors.
Come on, you're almost there.
9 Empires. For those of you that don't know.
Oh no, word ban.
Good. So I can't say it henceforth for the rest of the stream. That's totally fine. We'll be talking about Empires. Myself and Leggett Reaper will be playing 12 hours of Empires. And I rue and lament the day that became available, but I will do it for the kids, and it will be a Play Live stream, and it is going to be amazing. By the way, welcome Direct Eye Contact. Not sure what you're asking about, but we are all, of course, of age, because to be on Twitch, you need to be at least 15.
That message showed up for the thing you were excited for but dreading. That was the response.
I mean, I do work with elementary school students, and I am dreading that day. But But you ruined it, says Vlad. But I'm really looking forward to that one, and I won't say that's also my least favorite thing, because getting to spend 12 hours with Leggett is going to be amazing. Mm-hmm. I can't confirm or deny whether Geek for All will be coming, but they are invited, as is anyone from Team Caladrius or anyone who supports the campaign. You're welcome to come stop in here at the studio, come hang out, come therapeutically carry me through 12 hours of what is the second installment of one of the worst video games I have ever had the mispleasure of playing for 12 hours straight.
I'll do that instead of mine. Mine is Amnesia, and if anyone knows me, they know I'm a coward, and playing any sort of spooky game is going to have me want to cry. I'll play a bad game over a scary game. I'm going to be scared.
I am really looking forward to it. The thing that I'm looking least forward to, or the toughest thing about streaming lately, has just been, I don't know if either of you know this. I don't know if you guys at home know about this. If you have a Twitch profile, you can be watching channels at the same time. What's that number?
That would be 3.
You can watch 3 channels simultaneously. And for the first time since the shutdown, I've had to strategically choose 3. And I don't like it. Everyone's doing really cool stuff, and I can only watch and support 3 people at the same time. Unless I'm here at the studio, in which case I can use Insane Games TV, and that's 6 streams. But still, it's not enough sometimes, and it hurts my feels that so many people are doing such cool stuff for Play Live.
Yeah.
And yea, verily, there's only so much support in the world.
We made new friends.
Just means you need more accounts. I won't lie. Last night, I genuinely considered just making a Garnted Cult account to start just watching other people. The problem is, you know what? I'm going to get a little inside baseball. The this summer, Amp and I are going to be doing a little bit of rebranding with the Guard to Cult, because it's a fun name, but outside of me saying it every so often, it's kind of a fun gimmick that we'll remember fondly, and there'll be some changes coming to that. But I didn't want to be doing that while we're doing Play Live and making videos for one thing and doing another and all that stuff. And I'm genuinely considering it. I'm genuinely considering making a community account that I give the login to like several people and just tell them like, go nuts! But also message the group and make sure we're not already watching 3 people. Because in which case, then you're watching nobody. Super easy thing. But that's one of the more stressful things I have going on with Twitch, because all of you people are just crushing it, and it makes me upset that I can't support everybody all at once. Just want to hug the world.
You gotta get those magic powers. You gotta get them. Find us that magic lamp.
I mean, 50 screens.
I did meet a gentleman at the summit. It's that hardware guy, name dropping him. He was telling me, he goes, yeah, I used to set up Sea of Thieves servers. And I go, oh, how did you do that? He goes, well, I have 14 computers. And you would just crowd a particular Rafe Wolf redeeming posture check. Everybody square up the shoulders, do a little stretcheroo, stretch out the piggies and the fingies. All
right. Everything's good. Hydrated.
But he's like, yeah, it was really simple. You just use the computers. Lamau had to hit him with it. Hell yeah. We love when folks use the channel incentives on any of our channels, which, by the way, once again, Brewnerd, LoveAlec, Insane Games TV. Make sure to hit that follow button here.
And DAM314.
Well, yeah, but I already got a lot of PR, making sure to rep the folks here for the Nerd Glasses and the Weekend Wednesday.
All right.
But thank you, Al.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll bully all of you. Take care of your streamers. They need it. Thank you so much for the follow.
Oh, hey, that's my wife.
Oh,
Welcome.
Hi, his
so
wife.
you know what? Because you know the correct pronunciation of the name.
damn it, Skibby.
Oh, damn, it's KTB.
It's KTB.
Okay, that's awesome.
That's okay.
I love it, and welcome to the Nerd Glasses podcast. This is the most Dave that the Nerd Glasses is ever going to get, because the points are worth nothing, and there are no rules.
Everything's made up, and the points don't matter.
Boder is going to watch this, and he's going to immediately just start twitching and be like, and they like,
Hi, Boder. It's okay. It'll be all over soon. We'll be good.
it's not going to be over soon. I will say we aren't really in a time crunch because, unfortunately, there is not going to be an episode of The Shack after this. Steve has been working very hard here at the studio, getting everything ready and helping prep for Saratoga Comic-Con this weekend, which is also kind of the reason I didn't prep any stories, because we're a busy bunch of bananas, and we are going to go bananas subsequently about it. This weekend is Saratoga Comic-Con. Don't worry, though. The store will still be open. You can still come see us here live in the studio and come to the store, come support us, give some love. And you will also see a lot of us running around Saratoga Comic-Con. If you see Dan, make sure to go, oh my God, it's Dan! He loves that. He absolutely loves when people do that. By the way, I'm going to say this again for the second year. If anybody asks Mike for his autograph, he's Mr. Wet. He streams here on Insane Games TV. He is an amazing dude. Seriously, go up and ask him for an autograph.
Do it.
Do it. He'll have no idea how to respond. It will be amazing. And then you will have one of the most valuable autographs, bar none.
I'll totally do it.
Are you coming to Saratoga Comic-Con?
yeah.
Hell yeah, dude!
I think I'm the only one of us that has to work and not be there, and now that kind of makes me just sad. That's okay.
All right, I can't lie. Dan kind of sets me loose after a while because he sees me behind the table going like, and he literally comes over and he goes, "You have 30 minutes. 30 30 minutes! Like, I'm already running. So, he's like, if you're not back, I'm docking your pay.
Well, by law, you're entitled to a break, and there you go. Be free.
Oh, no. That's the one thing. Dan is very much a stickler about that stuff.
Yeah.
There was one convention we went to, and he's texting me, and he goes, Did you and Steve take breaks yet? Did you walk away from the table? And I go, no. And he goes, now? Period. Like, and I was like, yes, sir. Like,
Is that boss mode or dad mode? Because I'm kind of concerned.
Dan cares greatly about us because he knows the value of employees that are also not like so zoned out that we're not paying attention. Like,
That's true.
Thanks for coming in. Like, I'm stealing all this stuff.
Oh,
That's cool. How you doing today? Did I tell you about our 30-day in-house guarantee? By the way, I will talk about that for ad infinitum. And I feel bad for customers that come in and like, I won't lie, when people come into the store and they do the usual, like, they pick something up and they're like, is this used? And I'm like, it is actually. It's original as it should in the packaging, things like that. I'm like, but everything in the store comes with a 30-day in-house guarantee, so you don't just have to take my checkered suited word for it. Take it home, kick the tires on. If it doesn't work as it should, come right back. We'll either give you a different copy, repair it to the best of our abilities. We did recently hire Paul. He's our repair tech. Much love to you, dude. He does incredible stuff. Or we'll give you store credit equal to the value of purchase, and the store credit literally doesn't expire ever. So, you choosing not to buy it is just you choosing not to get it.
Yeah.
That's really it with Insane Games. But I really look forward to Saratoga Comic-Con this year. There are so many wonderful folks that are going to be there. And like so many other conventions, I highly recommend doing one of the famous social tricks that I do, which is just if you make eye contact with somebody at the convention, just a very subtle, just casual, hey, cool cosplay. Or if you're like me, that's a really awesome cosplay. I'm very sorry, I don't know who it is. Could you please tell me about the character you're representing? And people have a lot of really cool information about that stuff and are more than happy to share their fandoms, and it's how you learn really cool things. There was a guy who dressed as Monkey D. Luffy, and he was like the spitting image of pre-Gum Gum Fruit Luffy.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool. And so like I'd watched kind of episodes of it, but I had no idea who he was. So he was like coming to the table, he's talking, I was like, hey man, cool cosplay. I was like, what's the cosplay from? And he goes, like One Piece? And I'll admit something in a little story to you guys. I used to read Shonen Jumps, and if you've looked at the One Piece logo, it's very stylized. And I won't lie, I kind of thought the fun little lettering at the start and the end of the word were part of the words. So I was like, oh, Nepogek.
Yeah, I'm like Napeg.
Oh my god! Finally, someone else that didn't know. High five me, brother. Yes! Okay, I feel infinitely less humiliated, or you might feel a lot more embarrassed because I am usually the dumb one on the program.
Now it's me.
Woo. But man, what an adventure we're looking forward to, and what a time it's going to be. I will be having a couple things to hopefully use as donation incentives at the convention, but as of right now, I have duct tape. I have things to make duct tape flowers with, and I have made none. So we'll see how that goes. I also want to make sure the store is ready over mine own things, because if you think we had a lot of Funko Pops before, just wait till you see the Funkos we're bringing to the Saratoga Comic-Con. One more thing we're going to brag about, one more house cleaning about Insane Games, one more thing that I'm very proud to brag about. If you walk into the store and it's a Funko Pop for $39.99 and you go to the convention, that Funko Pop is $40. It's not going to be $60. We don't convention hike our prices. We don't do any of that. No. We could. We'd probably make an even bigger killing than we do. What up, sir? Red Mage Gaming with a gate wave. Thank you guys for being here today.
Of
This has
course.
been really cool. I want to ask, what's one of the things on your schedule that you're looking forward to? Rafe, Taco Pill, I know you guys are Team Caladrius as well, and you're in chat. Hit me with it. What's something on your schedules? What do you got? What's something you're excited about that you have scheduled, or something that's in the workings?
I'm actually pulling up the schedule, which is fantastic. I actually have I have 3 technical events. The first one is actually a community stream, which everyone is invited to, and it's going to be Among Us on Monday, the 15th. So that is just straight up Among Us. You can donate to mess with the streamer, have them throw me out the airlock, all that stuff. But yeah, it's just, hey, show up.
No, you're
have a
not
good time.
Vladdy. We don't do that.
Oh,
to
that's
you.
true. That's true. My bad. Show up, have a good time, play Among Us. The other one's at the end of the month, the 29th, and it's a Witchet event, which is prop hunt for the most part. And all of us are a bit salty, funny, so we're probably just going to be going back and forth that entire night. I'm really excited to look forward to that event. And actually, the other one is a bit of self-promo just for me. I'm streaming on the 18th and probably a little later than usual, but that's actually my birthday, so I'm going to be trying to fundraise on my birthday. And that's exciting. Like, hey,
right.
birthday gift, donate to help fight cancer. Please.
The best birthday gift, the cure for cancer.
Waiting for the rain to stop so I could go. Should I let him in?
Not at the moment. We're a little bit to gills with stuff going
Gotcha.
on. But the rain shall stop, and I do apologize, Red Mage. Normally we would take you in. Actually, if you do want to come around back through the back door, you're welcome to.
So yeah, just to hide really from the rain.
But a word in edgewise, Brewnerd.
Yeah, so one thing that I'm really looking forward to is I talked my wife into streaming with me for a stream.
Yay!
Yeah!
So far I've set, I think 4 different things. So at $25, I had to, I forget what it was. I think at $25 I had to stream with her.
Mm-hmm.
At $50, I had to do something else. And
That's
then
fine.
75, I don't think I had anything for 75. And then for 100, which I hit already, I'm doing a 24-hour stream. But the stream with my wife is going to be, she doesn't play games. It eludes her completely, but she plays Nancy Drew.
Okay.
I
Cool.
bought her all the Nancy Drew games,
Yeah.
so we're gonna play a Nancy Drew game together.
That's
I'll probably be
amazing.
sitting there in the background while she plays it, talking to people. But
That's amazing. And as somebody who plays all the Poirot games, and then friends of our community also play all the Sherlock games, they're actually usually pretty good.
oh yeah, Lego build, and a cooking stream.
All right.
Yeah,
That's gonna
man,
be
that's
fun.
awesome.
And shameless plug, they don't cover me or anything, but I am doing. We do every plate, so I'll be using them as my
Okay.
stream.
Very nice.
Maybe one day they will.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
They'll come to their senses and they will sponsor you. They will. They'll see the work and they'll see the amazingness. Red Mage is not interrupting. So Rafe Wolf has, I'm doing the normal WoW content.
Superior WoW content.
Not only just superior, unfathomable logistics management WoW streaming. I have lurked on this person's streams for many a year. Coordinating 3 people is hard enough. Coordinating 30 plus people in the way that they do to get these
insanity.
boss levels done and multiple people in multiple waves and things like that is not only admirable, it's enviable. My God. But I'll also be doing simulator Sundays for something that is more interesting to people who aren't familiar with WoW. Lawnmower sim, animal rescue sim, fun stuff like that.
Sounds fantastic.
I love it. I'm not going to lie. My moderator amp has Lawnmower sim, and I used to while we're doing a meetings, I'm like, hey bro, will you play Lawnmower sim while we're talking about the week's streams and stuff? And he's like, do you want to buy Lawnmower sim? And I was like, no. you play it and I'll watch. Like I would watch Boater and Keo 6668 play the various sim games with like
House Flipper and all that.
yes, House Flipper. What's the one with the
Power Wash Simulator?
yes, Power Simulator.
Boater's actually I've watched Boater play that one.
So much fun.
Yes.
Especially late at night when you're about to fall asleep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's actually that's like this is some of the most American truck sim. Yes, Groove Kuba. Yes.
That's actually the Caboose Man, or PJ174208, a good friend of mine. He plays all the train simulators, all the truck sims.
Yes, but Boater is famous for doing the long hauls in American truck
longs,
sim.
yep.
Griff Kuba, what are you? You're a member of Team Caladrius. What's one of your favorite streams that you have on the docket? What are you up to? And folks, always make sure I did drop a Tiltify link to Team Caladrius where you can see us. You will also see Brewnerd and LoveAlec in chat. Make sure to give them a follow and things like that. Also regarding WoW, we polled our raiders and we have clearly defined goal to get CE. Kill every boss on the hardest difficulty by the end of X-Pack. Oh my god! That's going to be so cool!
Oh my gosh.
You've got it.
Listen, I wish you all the best of luck, but I know that's only a tiny part of it. There's a lot of skill involved, and you guys are fantastic.
Is there still an achievement for that?
I'd hope so.
Or at least like a notifier on your
Yeah.
profile.
Hey,
or...
we did this
I think
awesome
in,
thing.
Netheria, they did in the Netheria raid, they did like a
Okay.
they did a mount.
Yep, achievement is usually a mount and or title exclusive,
Making a
which is
game.
awesome. So Griff
Wow.
Kuba, a fellow member of Team Caladrius, making a game. Figured not many of the streamers would be doing that at this campaign. That's amazing. By the way,
Let me play it.
I love Griff Kuba's program. Is called Godot, and as a theater nerd, like every time I see the program loading, I'm really like, don't say it, don't say it, don't bother Chris with it, don't bother Chris with it, and then I'm usually like, I'm like typing in subtle hints to like waiting for Godot. I'm like, here's another line, like here's another one, like let's do it. So we also have a video from Boater, and while we're watching that video contribution from one of our esteemed leaders, I will be prepping our snack because this week we didn't poll it. I just brought the sufferable for our guests here on the program. So let's go over to Boater in his hotel room and hear about his campaign, and we'll be right back in the studio live.
Hey everyone, it's Boater again, and cut that. I said cut that. Fine. Hey everyone, it's Boater again, and I just wanted to say a little bit for my campaign this year and how it's been going. It's been awesome so far. I did my kickoff stream on Saturday, which was a 11.5-hour stream, and then brunch with Boater, and I'm already at close to $300 raised, which is amazing. And I know I have a ton of stuff planned going forward. My birthday is on Sunday, and one of my normal streaming days is on Sunday, so that's going to be really fun to do. Voice cracked. I get back from Tampa on Thursday, and Thursday night will be another regular stream. So Thursday evenings and Sunday mornings at twitch.tv/BoaterBug. I hope to see some of you there. And of course, you can go to my campaign link, which will be linked from that page, to see more scheduled streams going forward. It should be a really fun time. I don't want to say too much on this because I've done this a bunch before. I'll leave it to other teammates to say what they've got planned and how it's been going so far from the kickoff weekend. But I do want to say really quick to all of our team members out there on the Caladrius fundraising team, thank you so much. It is an honor to have you with us each and every year. And we're just going to keep doing better and better. I love where our team is already, and it hasn't even been a week yet. So thank you. And of course, thank you, viewers of Nerd Glasses, for sticking with us and our particular brand of stuff each and every week. Okay, bye.
By the way, I really love that Brewnerd's bitch been on the microphone, muting and unmuting it, and Alex the one in front of it, and it's just been.
Hey, that was me that time.
Boulder has moved up in the nerd division. By the way, it'll feel really bad if we don't do the one gimmick. Just stretch your spirit fingers for a second. We have, by the way, been joined by Boulder in crystal clear 18K nerd division. Because, by the way, we had a distinctive lack of nerd vision last week in our video. So I thought I would bring something very special for all of us to share here on the Nerd Glasses kickoff of St. Jude's Play Live. I thought I would bring something very special that everybody would really like. That people would absolutely love. That people bear in high regard. Things that people would think, wow, I really want to come back on this program and participate again. Things that make you just not want to throw up your whole spinal column. That, of course, being Lay's Flamin' Hot flavored chips. And I did bring some Pepsi, just first of all, to get a reaction out of Alec and anyone watching the stream at home who knows that Steve is unfortunately not in the studio, and so the Pilk Demon is not here. I did also get pepperoni pizza flavored dip.
Ooh.
I also didn't know it was a thing, but this is what happens when I'm left alone with both money and time. What up, Andy?
See, I thought he was going for the Pilk. They've done this to me before, and I panicked a little when he pulled out that Pepsi. He knew.
By the way, for A Mart's follow, I have to give out a resounding Group 6. I'll regale everyone for just a moment here, but because there were so many people at the Play Live thing, the summit, they had to divide us into groups to make sure we were more manageable and like herdable, and we immediately made the organizer regret putting the particular group people together in Group 6 because we just kept chanting it around. We're like on the Play Live cameras going, Group 6!
That'd be awesome.
It was amazing. Well, thank you so much for the follow, Dreve. Welcome, welcome. This is my home away from home, how the other half lives. And I would like you guys to meet some excellent members of my team that are fellow teammates with us, shoulder to shoulder in the fight against cancer, along with Boder. Boder, while we were at Play Live, realized he had a work opportunity to go to Orlando, Florida. And ignore Dreve's penchant for Team 8. We're not a Team 8 people here. We're a Group 6 people. But
maybe next time.
I did also want to. I'm really glad you're here, Dreve, so I don't have to do this. Dreve very nicely donated $50 after 11 o'clock when we had finished up our thing. And then a musician friend of mine, Lindy Day, check out her on Spotify, by the way, donated another $50 to support the campaign. And one of my incentives is if $100 is raised, I get pied in the face. Well, you know, yes, it's partially my podcast anyway. Why can't I make an ass of myself? Especially because I can just go home and shower, and my wife can ask what happened, and I can go play live. Don't worry about it, honey. But Dreve, as a make good for the $50 donation that went after the time limit draw for visiting folks' houses. So just remember, I didn't give you guys Pilk, but I am going to be giving you spicy chips, pepperoni flavored dip.
I don't know how I feel about that.
And the ability to pie me in the face. Here's me not learning from Dreve, by the way, who had a towel around herself when she did the pie yesterday. Make sure to rub it in his face. Don't rub it up, though.
No, just down. I don't want anything up the nose.
Nothing up the nose.
Do you want help?
Yeah, I always need help in life. Like, I will never not need help in life.
I failed. I messed it up worse.
Great, Alec. Thanks a lot. I bring you dip and chips, and you bring me nothing but pain, suffering, and whipped cream pie.
Here you go. It's your turn.
It's Brewnerd's turn to find out if he's got the stuff.
Soiled it.
Already does. Already got it. Where have you been, sir? Do you know how many snackaroos I have ruined on air?
Well then.
Soiled it, says Amp Slayer.
All right.
So, I don't think there's too much to worry about around here. But let me actually wait.
That's a beautiful
Wait.
peek.
Wait!
I'm waiting.
We're not having a repeat of the Friday thing.
Are you gonna wear some safety goggles, sir?
Where my wife surprise attacked me with a whipped cream pie.
That was shaving cream. That was way less fun.
No, this is nerd glasses. You know what will protect me and my most valuable parts? Conspiracy baseball and the tin foil. For although we don't have any Kojima news, it will still count.
Smash it in the name of St. Jude in Group 8.
That's fair. We did make all of the buses late because our tour guide Enrique was like, "We're taking pictures in front of the good statue, not the one that was recently done." He goes, "That one's cool, but this is the original one." So first of all gotta protect my hair. The tinfoil hat. I actually don't have anything in the way of Kojima news, and I usually only put the tinfoil on for Kojima news.
But it's for the kids.
It is for the kids. Would you guys want to wrap me in tinfoil? Would that be fun and or entertaining?
Yeah, I don't know if we want to do it right now. I mean, you got to do the pie first. Otherwise,
I
what's
mean,
the
to
point?
cover my shirt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah,
Don't
let's
want
do
to
it.
ruin the shirt.
Yeah, it's play for more than branding rights.
Yeah.
So have at, because tinfoil's cheap. But
right.
but raising money for St. Jude Children's Hospital is forever. So since you're doing the wrapping, Brewnerd will get the first pieing, and then you will do the second one. This is also as a welcome to the team, Brewnerd.
Oh yeah. All right. So we're gonna go around, I suppose. Do a cross, and then actually, no, do it across the front.
By the way,
I'm going from the front.
I feign to imagine what the clip from this stream is going to be. I'm having a tough time picking out what it could possibly be. You know what though? The problem is wherever Boater is right now, he can feel Conspiracy Baseball has come out.
He's prepared.
Like
he
he's at his job and he's like twitching, and they're like, Boater, are you all right? And he goes, baseball. Kojima news.
He just starts foaming at the mouth. All right. So, I got you a little suit of armor by accident.
I love it.
Okay. Sir, you
Should
know what? Let's slide these out.
All right.
slide the fabric chairs out?
Yep. Have at it, my good sir. I made you a fantastic whipped cream peak.
Enjoy. Please don't break my nose. For the kids. Yeah!
Yes!
Delicious.
All right.
Should we get him a paper towel for his eyes?
Nope. No.
Nope.
You will reload the plate and you will hit me again.
Oh, yes! So I get second hit, right? Perfect.
Oh no. My whipped cream mask.
Thank you, my good friends. I appreciate it. Ready?
For the kids!
For the kids!
In true Nickelodeon style.
I absolutely love this. By the way, guys, I think you guys did successfully wrap the entirety of my person, so none of it not only got on my shirt, but there's not whipped cream all over the floor or the set around, so I don't have to buy an apology letter.
Watch this, and then Give me that tinfoil. Ha ha! You gotta let go. You gotta. Ha 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 ha! Perfect. Yeah. Run away.
By the way, I do realize that my prices are very different from other people on Twitch and things like that. But for every $100, that's the sort of treatment I will accept and have. The trash can's next to the Danny NASCAR sign.
Oh, good.
Actually, put that stuff on that table right there. We'll take it out to the trash because whipped cream is in fact cream based.
Yes.
And we will not leave that here in the studio.
On top of this. That way it doesn't get on the table.
Perfect.
So, to Dreve and to Lindy Day, thank you guys for your contributions to my campaign and to everyone for being incredible. Let's have a snack, why don't we?
Oh, good.
I mean, I've already eaten, but rudely I didn't offer any whipped cream to you guys.
It's okay. You got a nice face mask going on right now.
Flamin' Hot Lays.
Okay.
I don't know if they're any good.
Neither do I, but we're gonna find out.
We are going to follow the good mythical morning. We dink it before we sink it.
All right.
So here y'all go. Actually, if we want to do, could you guys scooch over a little bit so poor Brewnerd is more on the stream. Alec, if you could not take out the whole set.
I
that would
will
be
try.
Amazing. Where did all the whipped cream go?
It's over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Because now I'm looking at my face on the camera like there was a lot of whipped cream.
Yeah.
And none of it's on the floor and none of it's on me.
It was
well, it's on me, but
I was about to say it's in the foil in the plate. All right, so dink. Fire speed lays. Dave got pied. Thank you for the clip. They're not that hot.
No.
So on the back of the throat, they are incredibly hold on to my whatever that thing that dangles in the back of your throat.
Uvula.
Yeah, that.
I remember it because it's so much fun to say.
Do we
Thank
wanna
God, both of you.
the weird dip?
I would have no idea. Like,
Here you are.
All right.
Go ahead and have a dippy dip. And then...
how was Nerd Glasses without Boater? Dave couldn't remember the introduction to the show, so he stood there going, "I know there's something I'm supposed to say. I'm supposed to do."
You're good, Dave. To try the pizza dip.
Pizza dip. This is a Market Pantry dip. You can get at your local Target.
Ooh, Tajette. That is wicked good.
No, it's called Good and Gather. Market Pantry's Walmart brand.
That is actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm. After I, dug into it, trying to get it open, got some on my fingers.
Nice.
So I got an early taste.
I'm glad it wasn't. When you talk about pizza, you can talk about pizza wrong, you talk about pizza right, but you can talk about bad pizza and just know that it's awful and terrible and unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
With all this said and all this done, there was a couple news topics I did want to talk about, and since unfortunately this week there will not be a Shack, are you guys good for doing a little bit more?
Yeah.
Hanging out and talking?
I'm
Are
good.
you folks still good, or do you think we should cut it? Have we peaked? Is it over?
Pizza in the morning, pizza.
Pizza
At
at supper
supper
time.
time.
When pizza's on a bagel. You can sponsor the stream and we'll say your name. Did you guys hear, if you haven't been keeping up with Nerd Glasses, you'll know that Boater and I have been keeping a very keen eye on when Bobby Kotick finally gets his golden parachute and gets the hell out of Activision Blizzard.
Bye.
Unfortunately,
If only.
Yeah.
the EU denied the Activision Blizzard merger.
They
I
did.
saw that.
Not because they were afraid that they were creating a monopoly on console games. Not because they were afraid they were creating monopoly on intellectual properties that do, as much as not many of the folks that play and watch the Nerd Glasses do play and many of the Activision Blizzard more popular titles, or more casual titles, I'll say. Call of Duty! But they do change. They are one of the big sellers on every console, and they can make or break a console sale life. But no, it wasn't on any of that. They denied it because they were worried that after all the concessions that they did and all the signing that they did with exclusive deals, they denied it because they were afraid they were creating a monopoly on cloud gaming.
What?
I'm going to repeat that one more time. The EU denied the Activision Blizzard merger, the Activision Blizzard Microsoft merger, on the grounds that they were worried they were creating a monopoly on cloud gaming.
I mean, that's what it seems like. It really does.
Now, here's what I'm going to say to you guys. We live on the east coast of the United States. Do either of you predominantly cloud game?
No.
Anybody in chat, I want you to be proud about this. If you have an internet connection stable enough to have your main console and your main platform be cloud gaming, please make your voice heard. Because firstly, I would like to know who your internet provider is, and I would like to know how it's not Spectrum.
Oh, I would like to know that
Teach
too.
me how. Teach me the ways.
Wraith, I swear nobody making this decision has ever picked up a controller and signed into Battle.net before.
Nope.
Yes. Good news, the 14 people who care about cloud gaming, not Google though, because Google moved on from their cloud gaming services.
Yeah, they did. Pretty fast, too.
Yeah.
That's up from last week, I think, says Taco Pill. And Rage Gaming, not the particular reason I would have blocked that, but... So, I know what you're thinking. What does this mean about the Microsoft Activision Blizzard merger? It's not dead.
No.
But it's certainly not going to be happening anytime soon.
Not with that
save
setback.
for if large concessions are made, and then they can get themselves back into Parliament really quickly, which it's a governmental body, and those take some time to vote on the minutes for the next meeting where they discuss next meeting's minutes. Logistics, it's everybody's favorite. My disappointment abounds. Our absolute terror reigns in the fact that although Activision Blizzard has been taking steps in the right direction, they are baby steps, and I was confident that once Microsoft had taken over leadership, a lot of the more overarching issues that are still being ignored at the Activision Blizzard King camp would be either resolved or no longer a problem. Were you guys for or against the Activision Blizzard King Microsoft merger? What were your opinions on it?
Personally, do you want to go first?
No, I'll let you go first.
Personally, I was very much for it because, like you, I wanted to see, honestly, the overhaul that was going to happen once that kicked into place. Because Microsoft is in a lot of public view, so anything weird that would have been swept under the rug before is now very much there and being heavily watched. So, hey, I could go back to play the games that I used to like, maybe like StarCraft. Like, I know you're an Overwatch fan personally, but it's same thing, really. I wanted to enjoy my games and know that I'm not partaking in something, I don't want to say shady, but let's stick with shady.
It was shady. It was shady for a very long time, and that's why we call them Cassidy now.
I, on the other hand, I really was looking forward to the merger. If nothing, than to just be able to play World of Warcraft on an Xbox with a controller just
my God!
Just to feel the pain.
I didn't even think about that at all.
Neither did I.
Everyone who
honestly.
plays Blizzard games is very much hoping for it. I don't know how the Activision fans feel. I'm sure the people who are actually fans of Activision as a publishing studio are really busy playing Tony Hawk and don't really care. Sorry. Are not to ostracize some of our audience, but I'm sure they are very impassioned and things like that. But yeah, what a weird time. what a weird thing, and what a weird thing to get denied for. So the saga of the Microsoft Activision Blizzard King
Sadly continues.
merger continues. The United States still has not ruled on it. And so if the U.S. does, but other countries don't, it comes down to business majority, and then whether some companies are going to acknowledge the merger or not, and this and that and the other. And then certain businesses have to be done differently. I did a lot of research into it. It's a lot of errata, and it's not a lot of easy stuff to explain here. Just know those poor interns will have so much work to do.
Oh, yeah.
Another story that came through that caught my attention was, have you guys ever bought Magic the Gathering product online?
Oh,
Yes.
here we go. I have not, but I know where this is going.
So if you buy things from peer to peer, you are kind of going under the assumption that the thing you are buying from somebody's is both their possession and also not something that a sub Fortune 500 company is like out for blood for. Apparently, in the most like mafioso style, someone purchased. It's the Roaring Twenties, and I
Yeah.
forget what the exact term, because they used a particular like protection racket style collection. Someone posted something really good. Rafe posted something really good in the meme chat.
What about the Pinkertons?
The Pinkertons.
Oh, yeah. The
They-
Pinkertons are after us.
Did they bust the kneecaps?
They sent Pinkerton agents to this person's private residence to collect the product that was purchased. Pinkerton versus MTG players, says Red Mage Gaming. Red Mage Gaming, by the way, before we transition too far, I'm not a real big fan of Blizzard or Activision. I was more against it on the premise of just Microsoft having monopolistic problems in the past. Fair. And I do always love Red Mage Gaming's opinions on this, because I'm an Overwatch fanboy, and I don't hide it, and I have no shame about it. And I know a lot of our friends and community are very involved in Activision, Blizzard, and King games and things like that. So we have kind of a skewed vision of the whole thing. But
Yeah.
what's the strangest thing everyone here has bought on the internet? And if you have to use creative lingo for it, go right ahead. Innuendo.
Strangest
But
thing.
so that person didn't buy necessarily a strange thing, but a strange reaction happened off of it. Mine was, I bought when I was younger, I had a little handheld electronic. It was battery powered. It was called a Shark Stick. And it was from the Tiger Company, who made all those different handheld games that really only had like a simple screen that you would move left and it would turn on the light on the left side. And the character, it was mostly like chase or racing games or things like that. Or it was like Ninja Turtles or Batman, but you would go up or down, and you would have attack button. And if you didn't attack in the same space as a bad person, you took damage, and all that would happen. I bought a non-functioning version of the Tiger Stick, and I just realized I have to go to Paul and beg him to fix it for me so I can have my childhood back. But I bought a thing from my childhood that for a while I couldn't prove existed. Because Tiger Electronics doesn't really like have a website showing their old product and backstock, and I couldn't for the life of me remember the name of it until it came up on eBay, and I bought it. And now I have it. It exists. It exists. What about you guys? Weird things you bought offline that have either come with a story or...
I mean, not including the St. Jude's things that I bought online. Sour pickleballs actually is in very recent thought. I saw somebody dissolve them in a very particular adult beverage, and I'm like, wow, those look awful. I should buy them. And now they're a St. Jude's incentive because they are, in fact,
awful. Just awful.
You're welcome. By the way, I have 2 more bags for you.
I'm so not
8
looking forward to
8
that.
more helpings that you might have to eat.
I was so stoked on Friday when I had one and my tongue turned green and it matched my green screen at home.
It was
Amazing.
so good.
And then the great news was I only had 4 of them. So I was like, oh, can only get 4 of these. So I only had 3 left. And then my wife comes over and she's like, I'm going to try one. And so she bit and goes, and like threw it away. And I was like, well, only 2 left. And then Alec very nicely texted me a horrifying picture of more of them. It was like, by the way, I'm going to drop these off to you. Like, thanks,
You're welcome.
Gwen.
You're welcome.
What about you, Brewnerd? Weird things you bought on the internet.
So there's kind of two of them. One was me, one was my brother.
Okay. Oh, yes.
so-
Yes. Cut those onions.
I bought what I was hoping was going to be a cell phone off of Wish.
Okay.
Yes.
4 to 6 months later, in the mail, I get a little packet of seeds. Don't know what kind of seeds they were. They were not in an actual package. They were in a little envelope. I don't know how they made it through customs.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, I kind of knew when it was like, $25 that it wasn't going to be a phone, but
You still want to know.
What did
Wish
you do
mystery
with the Wish
seeds.
mystery seeds?
I ended up, they stayed in my parents' house for a long time, and I don't know if my mom ever planted them or what, but
Oh, well, okay.
We did have a friend in our community who was like yelling at people, please don't plant those seeds in your local like ecosystem. We have no idea what they are. But a lot of people
Yeah.
have, and it just usually turns out to be like weeds and like junk.
Yeah.
Like, but what did your brother buy?
So, back when we were kids, we liked to play, games like Grand Theft Auto and all that.
Yeah.
So, when we were younger, he went on eBay and bought what he thought was Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay.
What came in the mail was the insert for the Grand Theft Auto game.
Oh,
Just
no. Oh, man.
He was so bummed. Because,
Upon inspection, did it say insert?
yeah. It was like towards the bottom.
Heartbreak
that's how
City,
that
brother.
goes.
He was so mad, and my dad tried to get the money back, but
Yeah.
no one was budging.
Rafe Wolf says, I think the bird suit was the weirdest thing I bought online. And I definitely bought weird food.
I love the bird suit.
Actually, no, the weirdest thing I bought was for Sustaina for his maid stream. I bought a maid outfit because that was one of his incentives, was to wear a maid outfit, and I ordered a new one for him.
That was on last year's, right?
That was on last year, yeah.
God. That's so good.
I forgot about that.
That's one of
entirely.
my favorite emotes that I don't use for anything because it upsets him when you show it.
Oh, what emote? This one that I'm gonna post.
Yes, that one that's in chat right now, of Sustaina, a fellow Caladrius member, looking particularly nonplussed. I think the weirdest thing Amart says was a vinyl hose mask a few years back.
Horse mask, one of those big horse masks.
I don't. Sorry, I have whipped cream in my eyes. It's actually starting to harden, and I'm a little bit like,
Don't clean your face, good sir.
never. It's for the kids. Rafe Wolf. Oh, there were horror stories about those. People were really warned not to plant them because they could provide dangerous plants are incredibly invasive. See, it's not just me that knew that strange seeds should be put into the incinerator.
Honestly, you don't want to accidentally spread an invasive plant. You could destroy an entire area.
Excuses, says Taco Bell. Fair, Amart. I'm very sorry, brother. But by the way, Amart is actually in a state very close to here, and he will certainly be coming up to play some Magic the Gathering.
Let's
He's certainly
go!
going to be coming up to doing some stuff. He's definitely going to come up here to visit us here at Insane Games in the Wilton Mall in Saratoga Springs. Maybe we'll be lucky enough, and Amart will bring his wonderful wife. Yes, bring the vintage cube! Do you play Magic the Gathering?
Yes.
God, yes! Where have you been?
I am so left out at
Brewnerd.
the moment. I'll throw the rando at you. You could have him.
Forever and everything. Just as a heads up, I know you haven't formally heard this, and a lot of you folks watching haven't. If I'm doing like a stream or an event or things like that, yes, please come.
Yeah.
Yes, please come.
Please.
The reason I post them on Discord and Instagram and Twitter and things like that are because I want you guys to participate in them with me. I get it. Sometimes you think maybe not today, maybe Dave's a little too extra, but like henceforth, no. You are wanted, and everything is better if you actually come and participate.
Do we have a Caladrius link on here?
I did drop it once in chat, but I will drop another Caladrius link for you folks to see. Not just Brewnerd, not just LoveAlec, not just myself, not just Boater, but the other wonderful folks. Of course, the phone forgot the link. Gotta love it.
This is why you don't use Apple, Dave.
I know, but they've got their hooks in me. Taco Pill, could you drop a link to Team Caladrius in the chat? I would appreciate it. Or Amp, if you're out there, or Steve. Let's see, who are the other people that I ask too much of and in return give them absolutely nothing? Hey, Alec, can you drop the link in?
Working on it. Almost there, actually.
Oh, what chaos. I love this.
Yeah. Dono link.
Don't copy the Dono link. The team link.
I'm working on it. This is not being agreeable.
Oh, looks like you're all
right.
You're lorded superiority over. And the first person to drop the link was
Me.
LoveAlec beat everyone to the punch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was having trouble finding the actual link.
So terrible at my Android usage over here, sir.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Perhaps the droid you're looking for is somewhere else. There's so much more we could talk about. There's so much more to talk about. And I do have a couple more questions for our two friends live here in studio. And I would love for you guys to answer these questions as well, if you have the ability. You know this will be a great year when the fact that we have an in-person team celebration again now, and there's no more COVID restrictions. Hell yes. I am so excited to be able to do this and not have to do like the Boater and me pre-measuring 6 feet and then like testing every angle to make sure that when both of us inevitably Zoidberg around, we don't like come within 6 feet of each other. It was fun. It was actually not that hard, but it did make podcasts way longer because we had to like move chairs, precision, make sure we didn't touch the same. By the time we were back in the studio doing it together, it was when we knew enough that we knew it could, like, you could hand items to other people as long as someone didn't like stick it in their nose and then hand it to you. People of Walmart. In 2019, we did a Bean Boozled in person. I remember my guild tuning in and laughing. So it'll be fun to do stuff in person. Yeah. And please know, any of the weekend Wednesdays where I'm doing things in person, tomorrow's the art stream. Anyone wants to come here in the studio and do the art prompts or make some duct tape flowers with me, you're welcome to. We're going to be making some rubber bouncy balls. I will have the materials for that in pre-sorted baggies if anyone wants to do it at home while we're streaming, things like that. I just remembered all the memes I made of Bean Boozles before, Lamau. This is Rafe Wolf. Yes.
So, Dave, do you want me to bring any of incentive foods around, like fish or those wonderful pickleballs or the crickets?
What about the Bean Boozled stuff from last year?
I also have 2 boxes of Bean Boozled stuff around.
I have the hot Bean Boozled that we got in last year's pack.
I avoid the hot because I don't want to get ill.
I will admit, if you guys want to look, the drawer of awful is actually infinitely more empty because I finally threw out all of the incredibly expired things that I was eating.
That pickled cotton candy, I got it. I'll bring that just for you, Dave.
I mean, I will. If it's for the kids, I'll do it. You know, I almost broke my tailbone here in the studio a couple of years ago, giving a piñata Stone Cold Stunner, but it's for the kids.
I remember that. That was glorious.
For the kids. And that was at the start of the stream, by the way.
Yeah.
That had
So
to
like,
be awesome.
like
Yeah,
it was fun,
so good.
but again, then like 3 hours later, I'm sitting there in the chair being like, guys, I think something's very wrong. Like,
Please tell me that when you did it, though, you actually took it over your shoulder and you went, for the kids!
yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. In fact, I think Vladdy I think
there's absolutely
I think,
a clip of that.
Geek for All and Lee get shouted for the kids as well as we were doing various wrestling moves to the pinata and things like that.
It was so good.
What's something you're hoping comes out of your time during Play Live while you're streaming? I know that's not an easy question, and don't worry, there literally isn't a wrong answer because it's all for the kids. It's all for the awesome. So any of you folks who are doing St. Jude's Play Live, what are you looking forward to, or what's the thing you hope to get out of your time during the St. Jude's Play Live season here and things like that? Do either of you have an answer, or would you like me to go first?
I have a pretty good answer.
Same, honestly.
I'm first of all very proud of both of you because I'm throwing these things at them. We're doing it live. Like
this is unprompted. I had no idea what questions he was going to ask. So
one of the things that I am looking forward to is one, building my community larger, like making it larger, meeting new people. Then the other thing is at $500, I will be shaving, but my friend actually talked me into something a little different recently. We're playing a game.
Oh no, that never starts a good sentence, by the way, when someone starts with, let's play a game, brother.
If
I've seen that movie.
If I get to 500, I'm shaving no matter what. But if I don't get to 500, I have a poll up where you can donate to either save it or shave it.
Oh,
Very nice.
At the end of the thing, will determine my beard.
Dave, please.
That is amazing.
That
We usually
oil-less
have paper
beard.
towels back here. So Alec, your answer, a word in edgewise while I grab
Yeah.
paper towels, because I'm not going to ignore him. I still works in the medical profession.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I was worried. So, to get out of all of this, it's a weird thing to say, but I honestly want to spend all this time knowing that I've made a difference, at least a small bit of difference. There's a phrase, no good deed, but I don't like living that way. I like to at least try to help where I can. Now, one thing I can really say is I'm really excited that I've met other people doing this along the way, met some other genuinely wholesome people, because this crazy dude is fantastic, and I feel like I've just met a whole bunch more people just like him. And that's amazing.
I say
in
as
this
I
crazy
wipe whipped
world.
cream off my face,
Yes.
by the way. Like some sort of like,
But you know what? It was for the kids.
some sort
This
of
is for
haunted
charity.
meerkat. Like,
It was for the kids.
It was for
for
the
the
kids.
kids!
What more could I really ask for is meeting people like that. People who are willing to be goofy and get hit in the face with whipped cream just to help other people. That's amazing.
Yeah, my mother-in-law actually threw out the idea to do the pie game, like where you tap the button, and then once it gets to a random number, it'll pie you in the face. She's like, every time somebody donates or follows you.
Oh my god,
the
yes!
that is great ways and good stuff. I'll go next. I really hope this year, especially now that our team it's not bigger than it has been than ever, but with all the people that I know who are doing Play Live, with all the people I know who are both on Twitch or on YouTube doing live streams, things like that, or just doing in-person content and collecting donations that way, I really do hope that other people get that feeling of accomplishment out of it that I'm fortunate enough every year to get, because it's important and it matters, because again, you can raise $1 million, you can raise $10. It matters not how much you raise, but it matters that you're doing it for such a great cause. Take it from me, I've now been there. Disney aspires with their billions of dollars to be even an iota as magic as that place was. Like, I got to ask so many questions. I got to bother so many people. Thankfully, Boder was there with a hammer just to kind of like slam me away from the folks while I was like, one more thing. Like, But with all this, I do hope that folks get out of it what they are aspiring for. And very selfishly, I do hope that this is the year that a big breakthrough happens. More and different strains of childhood cancer and different root causes or different things are discovered through our money raised and things like that. And I really just hope that people feel the love that is given about. I really want to reemphasize, as somebody who usually brings in on the higher end money of our team and things like that. Still can't understand why, except that I think I've been doing it for longer, so that's why I have a little bit more of a work into the system and all the right things. But truly, with St. Jude's fundraising, with Twitch, with Instagram, with Twitter, with all these other things, if you spend even a second of your time looking at someone else's achievements and weighing them against your own, you're weighing your whole picture against a very slim image that people permit, people give out, that people share. Just remember that. Social media doesn't give a complete picture. And I'll spoil alert you guys. There are many people out there on Twitch who have millions of followers. And when they stream, they have about 3 people watching them at any given time. And they have a ton of bots and things like that. Just as a little bit of a, if it feels bad. There are people out there who raise millions of dollars and then don't have any concept of the impact that they are making. So it is my hope for the both of you and for everybody to firstly stop belittling your efforts, because they matter immensely. What you guys are doing is so amazing, it isn't even possible and feasible to get out the importance in words. What you folks are doing right now in supporting us in live streaming, in donating to these streams, in supporting what you're doing is incredible and a Herculean effort in and of itself. And don't ever sell that short, because it matters so much. And it's fun. And if you're not having fun, don't do it. If you're not enjoying a stream, be out. If you're having an event and you're suddenly feeling sick or things like that, tell people, hey, it ain't me today. I gotta go. Nobody's gonna get mad. People that do get mad about that don't understand life and the beginnings in it. With all of this said, and with all this going on, there will not be an episode of The Shack after this, and I'm very sad about it, because it's one of my favorite streams here on Insane Games TV. But tomorrow there will be Retro Wednesday and the Weekend Wednesday. I can't wait to see what Mike gets up to, starting at 7 p.m. And then we're doing the art stream. All are welcome to join in the studio. If more than just I are here, we will probably move to one of the larger tables. But if just I is here, we'll be in front of the computer. And I might go over like a slideshow of things if people want to see some of the photos from the Play Alive trip. But the Play Live Summit, excuse me, because it was a specific word and they brought us to an event. And just because the words Play Alive resonate in my heart so much doesn't mean it wasn't important and they didn't pay for a lot of stuff. It was a lot of branding and I ignored a lot of it. But anything else before we head off? Because it's been an hour and 43 minutes and I don't want to capitalize on anyone's folks' time anymore. And I do have to go home and shower.
Honestly.
Shower, you say?
Oh, yeah.
This has been a great time. I'm glad to have been here tonight, and I'll be really happy to be here tomorrow, making those flowers, having a good time.
Yeah, what time is it tomorrow?
The Weekend Wednesday starts at 9. Mike starts at 7, so if you come around, it's usually people bumming around while Mike is absolutely, by the way, annihilating classic games.
Yep.
It's terrifying watching the games that I like struggled so heartily in my childhood to play, and then Mike's like, casually yawning and like beating the final bosses and
Yep.
things. Like,
That man is a better gamer than I will ever be, and that is okay.
it's amazing.
It is
and I'm
wonderful
so
to
glad that
watch.
Mr. Wet shares it with us because it's cool.
I just sit there like, I can't do that. So
Yeah, I'll see if I can stop by.
It'd be awesome.
exciting.
For the both of you, thank you guys so much for being here. I know when Boder said to me, I might not be in for Nerd Glasses, I thought this is the perfect opportunity to like rope in more of the team and to fill in for what can never be replaced but the absence of Boder this week. So thank you so much, guys. This was amazing to get to spend the time with you and to share you guys with the Nerd Glasses podcast community.
Thanks again for the invite.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
I had a lot of fun.
I'm really glad to hear that just because I have a lot of bravado, but an itty bitty set of self-confidence. So I always appreciate the little like did good. It wasn't on fire. It was fine. Like, but by the way, absolutely check out Team Caladrius. Throw the link in chat one more time. Follow
should
those
still be there.
links to some fantastic streamers, most of which who are commenting here tonight, be it Taco Pill, Rafe Wolf, Boder Bug, DAM314, and also LoveAlec and Brewnerd himself. Make sure to give LoveAlec and Brewnerd a follow. And while you're here, following here at Insane Games TV supports myself and some wonderful folks here in upstate New York who are getting a network off the ground and keeping it there. It's been a lot of fun. But this has been another installment of the Nerd Glasses podcast. I cannot wait to see you guys back here next week at 7:45. Boder should be back, barring any other wonderful work trips that he gets to go on. Or if I get to go on a work trip, it's my turn, I guess, for me to tag in.
Yeah.
Or one of the two of you. You can you guys can have a work
Absolutely.
trip come up.
Go make pretzels somewhere else.
But we will be here live on Insane Games TV so many days of the week. Please make sure to check it out. Make sure to hit that follow button. Join us in the Discord down below for more fun, more adventures. And we cannot wait to see you guys here next week. For all of us here at Insane Games TV, I've been Dave Man.
I've been LoveAlec.
I am Brewnerd.
And thank you so much for joining. Good night.